Gemini, as I was shuffling for your reading, getting ready to turn on the camera, a card fell out, Wailing Tree Reconciliation. Okay, so I felt called to turn on the camera and start right away. So I will say that I am getting this feeling that something is coming out into the open for you to reconcile with, and this could be an emotion that maybe you're reconciling with your own emotions, or it could be you're reconciling with someone else. I'm not too sure yet. We're going to get into the reading and see. But whatever it is that you're reconciling with, or whatever is on the table to be reconciled with, it's painful. It's something that it feels like a rigid kind of situation, a rigid emotion, something that's been engraved into you, kind of like initials that you see on a tree. Whatever painful situation from the past that's coming up to be reconciled with, or that you need to reconcile, is really painful, and it's been buried deep. In some ways, it's become a part of you, which isn't a negative thing exactly, I'm hearing. It's not a negative thing exactly, as long as you're aware of its structures, okay? So let's see what comes up here for you. We'll get another card out with reconciliation. Spirit, what else do you want to tell Gemini about reconciliations? Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. And immediately I'm seeing this as a tree stump, like when a tree's cut in half. I'm also seeing the initials in a tree right now, J-R-A-L and S. Okay, those might mean something to you. It doesn't have to be, but I'm seeing it. So I feel like with this reconciliation, the timing is right now for something to be brought back up into your awareness, okay, or into, I heard, your emotional body, for you to kind of deal with, to come to terms with. And Gemini, it's kind of difficult to explain because I don't feel like you've been like shoving something down or repressing something. It's just the right timing for you to look at past situations from a place of wisdom. I mean, these cards look so powerful to me. There's this light here that's really wanting to come out from behind the past. It's like whatever happened in the past kind of buried a light or covered a light of yours, covered a dream of yours, covered a part of you, a lighter aspect of you. Something beautiful, light, playful was covered up by this kind of rigid experience that you had here with this wailing tree, something that you've been containing within you. And now you're kind of like cutting that tree in half, or cutting that, it's not necessarily the entire tree, but it's like a part of it. You're cutting it out in order to open it up and examine it, and to really look at what's inside of this feeling, what's inside of this connection, what's inside of you. And it had to wait. So if you've been having a hard time healing, it's because it hasn't been the right time for this part of the healing to happen. Okay, let me get some more cards out. I have to say, I feel like for some of you, you could be reconciling with someone else. And for others of you, this is totally about you with yourself, reconciling your own emotions, your own experiences. So let me get some more cards out here to just kind of see what track we want to go down here, Spirit. Where do you want to take this reading? Yeah, exactly. Existential. Yeah, it's about you with yourself for most of you. I mean, certainly a group of you are reconciling, but Spirit wants to talk about this feeling as it relates to you, feelings to reconcile within yourself. Now I have anger and agony, stronger missing, holding on, let it go, and difficult. Ooh, yeah, if this isn't dealing with, you know, emotions that have been kind of... Well, I'm getting like... I keep seeing the ridges on a tree. It's like a structure into you. It's almost like you've been wearing this pain around. It's been very difficult to let go of, but you are getting stronger. Some of you miss something or someone or a part of yourself, but that missing is, the emotion of it is shifting. It used to feel like agony, but now it feels like something else. What does it feel like? Shadow with pain. It feels, okay, so you had an agony, you were missing someone here. Maybe someone was angry at you or you were angry at them, but you're holding on to all these difficult feelings of agony in your process of missing someone and having to let someone go. But that's changing now because you're looking at yourself, you're looking at your own shadow, and the pain that you are processing or reconciling with is a pain that isn't necessarily external. In other words, this person doesn't own your pain, whoever we're talking about. This pain is something deeper within you, and you're coming to terms with that. Astral. You're coming to terms with that. It's very like deep work. I feel, well, when the shadow card comes out, it's very deep work you're doing, and you're understanding where your pain is coming from. You know, what aspect of yourself. And you know what's great, Gemini, is you're taking the power away from this person, from this past situation, whatever it is for you. You're taking the power away from them to be able to make you feel a certain way or to attribute all of your pain to that person. You're taking all that power and you're reclaiming it because you're understanding that the pain is your own. It's not... doesn't belong to this other person. Your pain doesn't belong to them. It belongs to you. And because it belongs to you, you're in charge of how it transforms. You're in charge of what you want to do with it, how deeply you want to feel it. It's not up to this other person to kind of, I heard marionette, to kind of puppeteer your pain or the situation, whatever the case. Now, this card does say luck on it, so I want to know what luck is coming in for you. So let's get some tarot cards out here for you, Gemini. The Sun in reverse, the Hangman, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. The bottom, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. See, it's like you're returning, you're reconciling, you're returning to, I heard the site, the scene of the pain. Okay, I don't know exactly what that means for you, but the site or the scene of the pain. And it's like you're reprocessing it, you're re-understanding it. Okay, you're re-understanding it. You're seeing things from a new light, Ace of Swords in reverse, and understanding that your perception has shifted. Okay, let me look at these cards here for the luck. Yeah, your perception has shifted, the Hangman in reverse. Gemini, a lot of you had to defend your perspective. Okay, like there's that shine I'm talking about, that sun in reverse that was being hidden, it was being covered over. And I feel like you were trying to get a new perspective, or you were trying to understand a situation from various angles, I feel like. Trying to reconcile your feelings, or maybe even trying to reconcile with someone else. Whatever the case is, it's going to be different for each of you. And you were stuck kind of in this space for a while, until you stuck in a space of moving on, if that makes sense. It's like, I have to put this behind me. I have to get these feelings out of here. It's time to like meet someone new, or take a new career, or whatever, get away from this situation that brought me so much pain. But that idea of like getting over something, you just got stuck in it. You had to go back first. And so I feel like now, if you're not already doing it, the energy's here for you to do this. It's to go back. Yes, Page of Swords underneath this. And to look, yes, 5 of Cups, the World, Queen of Swords. All of this is really, the Hermit in reverse. All of this is really supporting what I'm saying here about going back and looking at what you thought was happening, or what you thought to be true about yourself, okay? It's not really so much about the situation. I feel like you know what happened in the situation. It's more re-examining your thoughts around it, re-examining how it's changed you, how your shadow came into play. Queen of Swords to the Hermit in reverse, and you're seeing kind of your blind spots here with yourself that have kind of kept you stuck in a healing process. Or maybe you don't feel stuck, but it's like that next chapter hasn't opened quite yet. And it's like, where is that chapter? So you're having to go back to see kind of what you forgot. What's the missing piece here? What did I forget? I heard your passport, okay? It's like you forgot your passport to go into your new chapter. Your identity. You forgot a piece of your identity. A piece of your identity. And I feel it's like that light. That light you had prior to whatever painful situation this is. So you went back, or you're going back to find it. And it's kind of like been covered over with pain and sadness. Gemini, I feel like you felt transformed from something, and you are. We're always changing and transforming. But there's something here, some innocence, some lightness, some sweetness, that sun energy, that beautiful light here. That beautiful light that is you. It's all around you, but it's been covered by pain. You felt like that part of you transformed into something new, something stronger. But there's actually something, I heard, still the same, that you need to take with you. So some of you were dealing with someone who was a real asshole, not gender specific. And you felt a little bit taken by this person, okay? And you felt like, maybe if I wasn't so naive, this wouldn't have happened. Maybe if I wasn't so open, this wouldn't have happened. So now I have to change that. And maybe that's true in some sense, but really I'm getting this message here that there's that beautiful light quality. Candle, I'm hearing candle, like a flame quality of yours that you need to carry with you, carry forward into your new chapter. You're missing the light. You're missing your torch here, your spark. And it's not that it's gone. It's still there, but you're not leading with it right now because you're scared it's going to get blown out, that somebody's going to take it from you. But I'm hearing eternal and internal flame. It's your soul. It's a part of your soul. It's not going to be put out. Yeah, the world, it's part of you. So once you get that part of you, I don't know what this is exactly for you, Gemini. I'm trying to think about how to, put this into concrete terms. Maybe it is like a past passion you left behind, or a certain way you used to communicate with people, or I don't know what it is exactly that you've decided wasn't good for you. But it is your luck. I heard rabbit's foot. I don't know, okay? It's like your luck, that part of you. It opens doors for you. So I feel like you're going back to get that piece of you. And when you do, these 9 of Wands here that, you feel very defensive, you've been hurt, you've been wounded, are going to change dramatically. You're going to drop this one you're holding, ready, willing, I said, but okay, so ready to just kind of like defend yourself and like bop someone over the head with this wand. No, don't come near me, that kind of energy. You're going to drop that wand, and then these 8 wands behind you are just going to go soaring into this new chapter of yours. I don't know, Gemini. I got to find out more about this flame, like this spark, this thing. What is this thing that you're talking about? Oh, I'm getting drawn to pull from here. Okay, so what are you talking about for Gemini? What is this? Phoenix rising. Yeah, there's something in here, in you, in your tree, in your wailing tree, that you need to reconcile with. You need to reconcile with a piece of you, that piece, that magic, that light, that piece of you that knows how to, I heard, live again. It's also I don't know if you can see this, there's like some faces here. It's like exorcising some, demons, the nastiness out of your story here, so that it can be the beautiful book that it was meant to be. Okay, can I have one more, Spirit? Well, I want to pinpoint to Gemini what this is about. Okay, let's take one of these cards here. See what that part is. Now, I feel like it's going to be different for each of you, obviously. I heard the structure of your soul. But let's see if we can get something, give us a pathway back to this place for Gemini to reconcile with this aspect of themselves. The mentor. That's it, Gemini. That's it. The one. You're the one. Look, that looks like that tree image. You're the one. You're the light. You're the mentor. You're the teacher. You're the wise sage. You knew that before. See, I was picking up like this like innocence, and wisdom can be innocent too. So don't forget that. It is like you're wise, pure, I guess is the better word than innocent. It's like a purity, of who you are, your soul's mission. You were on it, and you were on it the entire time. Something, with all these cards, let it go, stronger, holding on, anger, agony. It's obvious something happened that was painful. And what you forgot, or what maybe not forgot, but what you need to reconcile with is that you are the teacher. You are the mentor. Just because something happened to you, well, I heard don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. I'm hearing there's no place for shame in your heart for this. Just because you went through something doesn't mean that you're less of a mentor to others, that you have less wisdom. It actually means that you've just deepened your wisdom. Okay, so some of you were teaching something to somebody, whether that's actually, or, just maybe you were a good friend that people came to for advice. And then something happened here where I feel like, Gemini, you scolded yourself a little bit. I should have known better. I'm the one who tells people about these kinds of things, and look what happened to me. You know, how embarrassing. And it's like, no, Spirit does not want you to feel that way. Spirit wants you to reconcile with that wise part of you, that mentor aspect of you. To exercise all that junk right out of your book. You know, you've done the shadow work, cards here, done the shadow work, okay? You've worked with the pain. This is shadow work right here. All the shadows, all the demons coming up, okay? And she's sad. You know, it's not an easy process, but you've done it. And now you do have this book. I'm also hearing you get to choose what you want to teach others. You're still the one people go towards. You're still the one. That hasn't changed. Wow, Gemini. I was not expecting this. I was expecting more of like a concrete, this is what they're thinking, feeling, you know, kind of reading. But for some reason, this is what we got, and this is pretty powerful. So if you're feeling kind of stuck or awkward or weird, or things can't move, you've resolved some things, but you know, you're still not opening your new chapter, it's coming. Fortune's wheel is here. It's the right time now. It's the right time to reconcile with that part of you, that teacher. I feel like we need an additional message here when it comes to that, because that's the key, Gemini. That's the key for you, is to remember what do I want to pull for that? I don't know where to pull, Gemini. And this is kind of the feeling I'm getting for you too. It's like, how do I reconcile with that? What do I do? How do I remember that? How do I re-engage that? How do I do it? So what's the timing? Maybe we should find out more about the timing. Give us a message for the timing. Ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So Gemini, and also flipped over is be proud. This is part of your ancestral, whatever happened is part of your kind of ancestral energetic path, okay? And reconciling this aspect, mentor aspect of yourself with yourself, is also reconciling with your ancestors. Learn and grow from our past experiences. So some of you need to think about the past experiences of your ancestors. Now, this could be like immediate family that has passed, okay? Or it could be your bloodline. You know, whatever the case is, there's something in your DNA, in your soul, that I heard this is larger than you, that you're working through with this particular experience, but this experience is connected to something much larger. And this is what I was getting with this card, the wailing tree. I mean, look at that. It looks like massive. It's like your family tree. Okay, I'm going to end on this, and then I'll go to the extended, and we'll go a little bit deeper here and see where you're going next, you know, how this is all going to play out for you. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. All right, Gemini, if this is where you go, I love you so much, and don't forget that light. See you next time.